Good afternoon guys, I trust that you are well. In today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to get real-time feedback from your database or, or view model. With As you type, it'll generate suggestions for you. Without further ado, let's get started. So I've added a link already, so when you start the program you just click Typeahead JS. So it got a heading here saying that search for places using names. So you can search for, like, in any of these text boxes, suburb from, suburb to, Orania, Hermanus and Mpumalanga, and then it'll bring back its capital and which province it belongs to, as well as its the suburbs postal codes. So postal codes for Orania, Hermanus and Mpumalanga. Okay, so as an example, let's say I want to search for Hermanus. So you can see as you type, it brings back all matches with H. So you can select Hermanus, or if you want to type the full word, you can even type that as well. And as soon as you click it, it populates it back to that text box with its province, its capital, and postal code, as well as the suburb. Okay, so let me click this guys for you. As you can see, second one Mpumalanga, which is Pietermaritzburg. So I'm gonna select Pietermaritzburg, and this is known as Bloodhound JS. It's a tool that's used to interact with an Ajax controller, which basically get a list of properties or list of items from your database or view model. So I haven't done the database as yet. I've just created a basic view model. So I'll be showing you how to basically get that items from that view model. And it starts off with my postal codes class. So I have a name, a suburb, a postal code. Then I've created another class which is called postal code service, and in that I've created a method called get postal codes. I've populated my postal codes and I'm returning that as a list. And in my controller I have two action results. First one is index, to basically display a view with those two text boxes, suburb from and suburb to. The second one is where in my view, index view, I'm calling this method on the fly and it's giving me back information. So I got a nice little link query here that basically gets that postal code service method and returns it as a list, and from there it goes to my view. So my view is very straightforward. I have two text boxes, one called text txt to suburb and the other one that's called txt from suburb. So as soon as you type any of the suggestions, example Orania, Hermanus and Mpumalanga, it should bring back information for you. Okay, so I've actually created a link to the project itself. You can find that in the description, and it contains the Bloodhound, handlebars and Typeahead JS script files. Okay, I've put the methods in the document already function for you, so all you have to do is basically interact with it. So txt from suburb is that first text box, txt to suburb is my second text box. So this is how Bloodhound actually works, guys, and this is the Ajax call. It's basically getting my suggestions from my controller using that postal code service method. And then last but not least, this is the Typeahead settings, which is used to display the suggestions as you type, and we interacting with the selected option of the actual Typeahead itself. So as soon as you select something, it should populate that text box or whatever, or an alert or a label, depends on what view components you use to render that or render that item that you selected. Okay, the style is pretty straightforward. My style is consisting of the to the Typeahead stuff that's used by the script file itself. So if you look at to the Typeahead, it actually squashes my text boxes. So I've just got this class to the Typeahead JS, as you can see here, tt input and tt input, and I set its width to 100%, so it gives me a nice big text box. Okay, that's it for this tutorial, guys. Please find the link to the code in the description. Goodbye.